that's Buster. That's Buster on me. We have just got a pushback thanks to ambitious pilots. We are sitting in Leonard Miller, South LaFourche, Galliano, Louisiana, in the bayou. It's got gas over there last night, and here we are. Here we are for our afternoon flight into Galveston. Going to Texas. Going to Texas. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and a little bit of wind out there. So you can see our route from the bayou, south of New Orleans, in the bayou, and then we're going to come over some VOR. Lafayette. I think Lafayette's up there, but anyway, we're going to be hugging the coast. Decided not to go a straight shot, just maybe be a little bit more scenic, hugging the coast, and then we'll come on down the coastline to Galveston. They're landing to the south, so that actually works out pretty good for us. We'll probably intercept for an RNAV, one of the RNAV approaches in here. I don't think we'll do an ILS, but there's no there's no Vatsim right now, or there's no controller. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a couple things here. Okay, so we're 123.0. Let's pull down our weather. Our METAR. Alright, 22 minutes ago, 240, 13 gust to 16, so that's going to make for an interesting takeoff. We got 60 degrees of deflection. So we got 10 statute miles. Wow, just so clear. 29er. Okay, how's it looking? Any TAF? Well, we don't need to worry about the TAF. Wrong airport for the TAF. Let's go to Galveston, landing to the south, 18. Okay. Well, there's the TAF there. Okay, here we go. The METAR, 170 at 9er. So that's practically dead on. We like that, don't we, Buster? I know. My crosswind landing and takeoffs are poor, to say the least. 3004. If you guys don't believe me, go check out us in the Seminole going into Staniel K. That's all we need to say. Season 1. Oh, I forget. It was like the third or fourth flight. I don't know. Let's see what the TAF is. Okay, so the wind's probably shifting a little bit more to the southwest. That's fine. Not much changes on the TAF. Good. I'm curious. We do have a scenery package for Galveston. We have been losing connection. Has not been good on our V-Pilot. .575 is Galveston CTAF, and we got a nice 6,000 foot runway right here, so that's probably what we'll be looking at, and it is Galveston. Yep, Galveston. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Alpha. Yep. All right. Weight and balance, glad you asked. fully filled up, 202 gallons, 1,212 pounds. Buster, that's his food. It's getting a lot less. Yep, that's me. That's Buster. And that's our life raft. Yes, sir. We carry a life raft. If you want to see what it is, the description of it is in the description part of the YouTube. So, yeah. Okay, that's weight and balance, so we're all good. Boy, listen to that wind. It's howling. I know, that was a bad joke. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this show in the air, Buster. How about that? Okay. Good. Let's go ahead and do our pre-flight. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. Okay, so we have geared down, parking brake is set. Let's see if we have all of our switches are off. Good. Let's go ahead and hit the battery. We have 23 on the bus volts. We're full, totally full. Tip tanks are full. We're full here. We got all green. We are good to go. Ordinarily, we would do the outside inspection right now, but we will take that for another day where we'll go in a lot more detail on that. That will be fun. Okay, let's do our before engine start flows. Okay, so gear down, parking brake set. Let's zero in on our circuit breakers. We had a circuit breaker out last flight for the transponder. We're wondering why the transponder wasn't going on. Well, we pushed in the circuit breaker, everything worked fine from there. Okay, circuit breakers are all in. Let's go and check our switches one more time that they're all off. You might say, well, wait a minute, you missed one. No, that is in the off position. Surface de-ice is off there. We're idle. We are high on the props and mixture. We're going to throw all rich. And we come down here. We have our cowl flaps are open. Trims are neutral. Fuel selectors are on. Static, which is this little bad boy on the corner here, is closed. And how are we doing? All these need to be pushed in. We got pilot air, pilot heat. We have defrost. We have some pressurization valves here. We have a door seal component here. And we come on over here, make sure the door seal is down. Pressure is in the dump position. Alright, so we are all good on a before start engine checklist. Now let's really get rolling. So the avionics is off indeed. Let's go ahead and hit the battery. And let's get our alternators on. We're at 23 on the bus volt still. Let's go ahead and work our way left to right. Annunciators are looking all good. Let's go ahead and beacon, nav light on. Let's just see. Yep, I could hear the boost pumps barely. Okay, come on over. Let's make sure the ELT is on test. Good, rocket back. Let's go CO2. The CO detection is good. Okay, CO detection is good. Interesting, OAT 72. Look at that, 72. So many different ways to find OAT here. We have our EDM 760. We have our handy dandy analog gauge, and there's one more spot that we could find the OAT. Yes, one more spot, and we'll just let that lie out there. What do you think, Buster? The suspense is killing us. Okay. Alright, so cabin heat. No, we don't need any cabin heat. We're at 80 degrees right now inside the cabin. So OAT 72 or 79 inside. Air conditioning, no, we don't need that quite yet. Let's go ahead and start up the engine. We may do air conditioning once we start the engine. So parking brake is on. Beacon, yep, let's go ahead and make sure our props are high, mixtures are high. Let's throw open. Let's do the right engine first. We're going to go wide open on the throttle. We're going to go ahead and go high on the boost pump for 4 seconds. We want to make sure that this gets above 5 on the fuel flow. Ready? Yep, it's above 5. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Okay, boost pump's off. Throttle to idle, then we're trying to crack it open. Let's go ahead and check our area. We are all clear. Clear prop. Buster, you want to help? Okay, Buster's got the clear prop going. Let's go ahead and we're going to hit our start button that we've assigned. And as soon as we get a positive, as soon as we get some movement on the manifold pressure going down here, going down, we will go ahead and release it to both. Ready? Here we go. And we release it. Start annunciator light went off. We're good. Let's go ahead and advance the throttle to 1,000. We have a good start. Let's see, we're in the green on oil pressure. We're positive on oil temp. We have a good right engine start. Okay, good. Bus volts. Let's just check. Yep, up to 28. Outstanding. Let's go ahead and start the left engine. So we have mixture rich, props high, left full wide open. Let's go. Fuel boost pump high. We're over 5, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Go down. We'll go to idle, crack it open, and let's keep our eye on the manifold pressure. To start, release, start annunciator goes off. Let's advance to 1,000. Green on the oil pressure, and we are rising on the oil temp. We are good on our left engine start. Bus volts 28. Avionics go on. Let's us go. Let's just check the annunciators one more time. Yes, sir. We're good. Altimeter. Let's zero on in. Zero on in. Yep, that's it right there. That's 30. That's 2. Okay. So we're good. Altimeters are set. Standby altimeter set. Standby attitude indicator is set. Comm radios. Time to go. Time to program us. Got some points. Definitely got some points. So dial in so you can see what we're doing. By the way, let's go to standby. Let's go okay. Alright, well, let's just go right to it. Golf, Alpha, Oscar, Galliano. Where are we going? Lima, Sierra. Let's get back up there. Let's get back up there with the big knob. Let's go. La. VOR. Roll them. SBI. Sierra. Bravo. India. Sabine Pass. Nope, not in Morocco. Roll them. He's got a couple left. Oh, I hate when that happens. Right when the... Why does it happen? Well, it's usually right when they acquire. Woldy. Woldy, baby. Bolos. 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 Roll 'em. Galveston VOR. No approaches in the Galveston on this one, so we're just doing what we're doing. GA to the max. Let's dial it into CT AF. There we go. Bingo. Let's go to UCOM on the backup. This is always 50%. Whoop, fast it. Unicom is set in backup. Alright, VLOC. Now, let's go ahead and get White Lake going, and that is 114.95. Identify it. Yep. Perfect. Our first point. First waypoint will be a VOR. And let's put it in the backup. It is well. And let's get the standby radio. Clicking into 121.5. All ready to go if we get an ATIS. Hooray! We did get a squawk code 4563. Let's go Alt or verify mode C on our V pilot for Vatsim. We're good. Okay, let's go out to the after engine checklist, before taxi checklist. Okay, remote compass. Yep, we are good. We are slaved in a line. Comm radios are set. Nav radios are set. Let's go ahead and, of course, let's just get it going here. Okay, our track is going to be 278. So let's go ahead and put the heading bug on the heading for our runway, and then let's go ahead and set our course selector to 278. Trying to be better about this, guys. There we go. Okay. Is it totally 180? 179er. Good enough for me. 179er. Going to 20,000. Going to 20,000 today. Yeah. So we will pressurize. Try not to kill our ears going up, Buster. I mean, last flight, I think we had 4,000 foot per minute. And we're climbing out like 140, which is like insane. Insane. The performance on this aircraft is silly. I mean, I remember flying around the Caravan. I mean, that's a turboprop. It's not even close. I mean, what we can do, obviously, it's different aircraft. I mean, this thing's a beast. This thing's a little missile. But boy, you know, love the turbocharger. Just, I mean, this thing is a beast. Black Square, just flight. You done good. You done good. This is good aircraft. Love flying it. Oh, let's stick to our before taxi checklist, Buster. I know. 5 minutes to take off. I know we had all this time, and we still got to do our run up. Cabin air. Now 79 degrees. We're good. Got the window open. Do I have the window open? Yeah. Okay. Tell you what, let's go ahead and turn on the air. Let's pull it out just a little bit. Let's get the cabin cool for takeoff, and then we'll turn it off. Flight controls, left, roll, neutral, right, roll, neutral, back, neutral, down, neutral. Left, rudder, neutral, right, rudder, neutral. Let's do it. get on out there. Okay, transponder set, taxi light is on, and mixture, let's lean. Let's go. Leonard Miller traffic. Baron 712 Bravo Mike at the ramp, taxiing to runway 18 via Alpha. Leonard Miller. Oh, there's our obligatory taxi light. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I've never seen taxi lights hanging out like that. There we go. .278. Let's go ahead and set our back up to 278. I would assume this is it. Wow, look at that front nose wheel skid. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and do our best to not take out any taxiway lights. Okay, let's do a run-up. Parking brake set. Let's go ahead and mixture. Let's get the mixture rich. Props are high. Let's go ahead and advance to 17. Let's go ahead and knock off the AC. Over. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and exercise the props. You guys know the drill. We're going 300. Okay. Now we want to see an increase in oil pressure once it gets back to 17. Yep, increase in oil pressure. And now we want to see an increase in manifold pressure for the third round. And there's an increase in manifold pressure. Right prop, let's get it back 300. There we go. Let's go ahead and get it. Oil pressure, let's see the increase. Yep, there's the increase in oil pressure. And we want to see the increase in manifold pressure. Then we're done with exercising. Yep, ever so slightly. We need to do a governor check as well. You know, I wonder if we can do a governor check right here. I wonder if we pull these things back to 15. drops back to 15. Does. Okay. That's how we would check the governor on the Seminole. All right, let's bring it back up to 17. All right, let's check the mags. Right mag. Oh, excuse me. Right engine. Left mag. So you got a drop of 100. We're good. Back to both. Back to right. There's the 100. Back to both. Wow. Woo. Left engine, left mag. There's a 100 drop. Back to both. And to right. And we have a 100 drop there. Back to both. Alright. Mags looking good. Mags are looking good. Instrument air, we're in the green alternator. We're going to keep our eye focused down here. Left alternator off, right picks up the slack. Right off, bus picks up the slack. There. And then on, left is picking up the slack, and then right. Good. And we're back to battery. Okay. It wasn't that quick to go. Oh, propeller de-ice. Let's do it. So we're going to see the amps jump, and we're going to see the altimeter jump. There we go. Now we're going to see altimeter jump and the light on the windshield. Yep. We have jump and light. Okay, now we're going to see jump and light here. Jump and light, good. Here, jump and light, good. Fuel vents, jump. Jump only. Stall, jump only. Good. Let's go ahead and do the surface de-icing. Let's go ahead and push it down into manual. Should see about 18 on the de-icing pressure. And a light on the boot. Good. Good, there it was. Down here. Let's go ahead and push it to, or flick it to auto. We got a light going around to 18, 15-ish, and then we're seeing a cycle through. Light goes off, light goes back on, back to 18, cycle down, perfect. Let's go back to off. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and check the pressurization. Let's go to 20. All right. So we're at sea level. Let's make sure this is at 10. Now let's drop this down to -1. Let's go ahead and seal up the doors. And seal up the cabin pressure. Now we're going to hit test, and because we're 1,000 feet below here, the cabin should start to descend and find it. There it goes. So that is good. Okay, dump, off, and then let's go ahead and get us back to 1,000. Let's go ahead and set this to, I would normally say 20,000, so it's the inner one that we're focused on. It's the inner one that we're focused on. We're going to flight level 200. But I'm going to set it not to there, but I'm going to set it to 22. About 2,000 foot above. Give us a little bit of extra space here. Okay. All right, we're good. Let's go ahead and get the flaps to approach. Autopilot, let's test it. All the lights look good on the autopilot. Okay, let's engage. So AP light, flight director showing up. Let's go ahead. We should see it hit heading, and we should see it turn on both the flight director and the yoke. And then they go to the right. Now let's go ahead and wind it back to the left. And you see the flight director is catching up as well as the yoke. Good. Let's turn the heading off. Let's dial us back to the runway. Ta-da! And let's go ahead and disengage. And let's see if we can engage. No. That's what I thought. So let's go ahead and hit our button. Now we go on. Let's see if we can go back on again. Okay. Okay. We are good. We're just trying some things out with the autopilot, just making sure we understand some things going on with it. It's not its fault, it's our fault. Alright. It's not them, it's us. Okay, windows are closed. Yes, sir. GPS, comm, and nav. GPS, comm, and nav. Set the GPS. Not nav yet. Heading bug, yep, we're set to runway, nav source as desired, GPS, elevator trim, let's make sure. We kind of come down here. You like it right around there. Okay. Flaps are now set, let's make sure. Good. Let's go ahead and get the cabin pressure going. We've got our cabin altitude selector is already set. Cabin press mode. And then door press. Okay. Okay, air conditioning is off. Yes, sir. Fuel boosters are on low. And let's go ahead and get the pitot heat on. Transponder is on. Weather radar, let's get it on. And always do that. I gotta make sure to go up. If we want it to go up, I gotta cycle it up. Man. Oh, landing lights and strobe, let's go. Strobe and landing lights. Let's go ahead and do our takeoff briefing. Buster, okay, Buster, we are going to rotate at 80. And if anything happens prior to 80, though, we're going to go ahead and cut the throttle and hit full brake. Once we get to 80, though, we're going to go ahead and rotate. Once we get positive rate and we no longer have any more runway, we're going to go ahead and put the gear up. We're going to go ahead then and try to climb out at 115. As we pass 100, we're going to go ahead and put up the flaps. Once we get around 500 feet, we're going to go ahead and go to 2400 on RPM on both props. Okay. We'll be making a right-hand turn at around 1,000 feet. We'll make a right-hand turn and we'll continue our climb out. And we'll probably make a turn to 300. Because that will help us intercept. If we do lose an engine, we will go ahead and make left traffic. And we will fly back and land at 18. Any questions, Buster? Okay. Hearing none. Let's just go ahead and see. Okay here. I am getting a light. See, I can't tell if these are on or not. Let me go ahead and put on and just make sure. Oh the engine EGT is low. Cylinder heads look fine. Manifold pressure looks good. We're good on oil temp. We're good on oil pressure. I think we're good. I'm looking at the temps here. They all look normal. Alright, let's go ahead. Should be interesting. Leonard Miller traffic. Baron 2 Bravo Mike taking runway 18 for the southwest departure. Leonard Miller. That's at 27. We have good identification of the runway. Look at that. So the light must have been just in the sun. All right, so let's go ahead and advance the throttles. Release the brakes. Full throttle. Airspeed is alive. Off the center line. Let's get up in the air. Gear up. Flaps up. Getting pretty good. Right-hand turn. Try to climb out of 115. Leonard Miller traffic. Baron 2 Bravo Mike. It's climbing through 1,700 feet. Clear of runway 18. Making right traffic. Departing airspace to the southwest. Leonard Miller. Last call. Okay, taxi light is off. Let's make sure we got that off. We're going to go to 300. A little fog out there. Interesting. Okay, let's do the climb checklist. Landing gear up. Flaps are up, taxi lights are off, landing light, we're going to leave on, prop sync, now on, cow flaps, we're going to leave on right now, anti-ice, no PICIP, so we're going to go ahead and not use them, just leave our pitot heat on, fuel pump boosters are now off, cabin air, we're at 71, so we're comfortable, we're good. cabin pressurization. Okay, we have the differential, so we're on our way. Let's go ahead and pull back now to 36. On our manifold. Let's keep our climb going around 2,000. Trying to trim it up, and I mean, we're like 10 degrees. We're still 10 degrees of climb. And we're climbing at 140, and I pull back the power. We're 24 on the RPM. This thing, guys, I'm telling you, is an absolute beast. All right, let's go ahead. Once we get to 8,000, let's turn on the autopilot. That's good. 1500, that's arm. So I think that should be armed up for 1600, that's good. We can dial that back. 1500, and then let's go ahead and we're almost on the line. So let's go ahead and hit the nav. Get our heading bug right. I would say that is a successful. Here's the airfield. Checklist. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and walk away for a couple minutes. Buster, you got it? I know you got it, Buster. And turn on the heat. day late, dollar short, Buster. We already got a little warning, 1,000-foot warning. Go ahead. Our cruise settings are going to be, we're going to do 30 and 24. So let's go ahead and dial back to 30. Cow flaps, let's close the cow flaps. The boosters, gotta be off, good. Cabin, yeah, we got the heat going. Buster, can't don't pass out. Cabin pressurization looks good. We're on the border. Definitely on the border. And let's go ahead and lean. Let's do lean and peak again. So we're at 20 gallons an hour. So we're at 20,000 feet. We're at minus 20. There's our feet, so 20,000 feet, and there's a minus, there's a temperature, so minus 20 Celsius, yes, and 20. Oh, and the third one, right here, minus 18. Look at density altitude, pressure altitude. Flight time 14 minutes in. This little transponder here is a little powerhouse as well. This dial is to 18. Yeah. So we're 235 in true airspeed. So it doesn't quite bother me at this point. On the ground speed. We'll take a look at flight planning in a minute. Our first waypoint is still 78 miles away. That will be a big fuel read. Alright, airspeed has stabilized, so let's go ahead and lean. Let's go over here so you can see what we're doing. And so is the cabin pressure. You can see it's caught up. It definitely is caught up. Okay, so we're going to pre-lean. So how are we going to do this? We are going to, you can see we're 20 gallons per hour. We're going to go ahead and start the left engine. So we're going to pull it back. We're going to see the EGT increase probably to 1500, and then we're going to then pull it back, or push it back up, I I should say we're going to enrich it. So we're leaning now. We're leaning to left side. You can see the bars increasing. There it goes. There's 1500, and there's the peak. So we'll go back. Right side. There it is. Here's the peak. Okay. Let's let it stabilize for a minute or less. Okay, so we're going to hit the lean fine button, and then we're going to hit the middle to get and hold it. And there we go, lean a peak. Let's do the left one first. So we're going to reduce until we see last peak. Last peak. And then let's just keep going. Nope, don't want to keep going. Would be good. Yep, that would be good. And that puts us in at 17 gallons per hour, which is good. And let's now do the right side. The right engine. It's going to come down. We're going to see last to peak. Last to peak. Hold. And let's go ahead and let's be around 24, 25. Still on the lean side of peak. There we go. Wow, what a difference. 15 and a half. Huh. We're gonna go there. It's definitely interesting. Alright, we'll keep it there. Roughly 17 apiece. Okay, now we're back to auto. Yep, we're back to auto. Good. Alright, we have completed our lean process. It is a process. Alright, so let's go ahead and just kind of go left to right with our flows. Pitot heat's on, we're good. We don't need any ice. Both strobes are on, beacons are on. How are we doing on the temperature? We're 70? Okay. We're good. We don't need any lights. Taxis off. Landing lights are off. Heaters on. Fuel pumps are off. Fuel boost pumps are off. Good here. Fuel gauges are good. Pressurization system is looking good. Flaps are, of course, up. We've leaned out. Props are at 24. That's where we want to be. Good. Throttles showing our manifold at around 30, which is good. And let's see, we have cow flaps are up, rudder trims, everything is being controlled by the autopilot at this point. Everything looks good, no pop outs. How are we doing on our, no pop outs on the circuit breakers. No pop outs on the circuit breakers. That's good. Shows the EGT parameters. We just cycles through them. Of course, we have EGT at the top. We have cylinder head temperatures at the bottom. If anything gets out of the ordinary, we will get a light, and this will freeze, and it will show us which one's out of the ordinary. Okay, 28.3 volts, it's fine. Maximum differentials between all of them, and then flips back to EGT. Alright, let's go to, oh, this is the fuel flow. Wow, it's at a 1,000-mile range. We're at 190 on the horses, 17 gallons per hour. We've used 20 on each side. That's remaining, look at that, 180 remaining. So when we go to FF, it just shows us the fuel functions. I like it. And we go to all, it just cycles through everything. Beautiful. Message. Virgin Green app profile? I don't think so. How much further? 50 miles, 15 minutes. Alright, let's take a look at our approaches. Put SBI in. intercept PICIP, and we'll take it in and fly that approach. Sounds good. PICIP, add to route. Oh wow! So we're gonna intercept from Wooldy. Okay. Well, we got LP. Interesting. We will not have any vertical guidance. So this is good. So we're going to have to set it up ourselves. About 100. So we're going to need 600 foot per minute drop. So we'll do the dive and drive. So we'll get from 2,000 to 1,800, and then we'll be ready to go for 600 foot, 500. 600 foot, depending on where we're at. I think I'm more inclined to be 600 foot, right in between. 110 would be about 600 foot. So, and then at 360 is our minimum descent altitude. We'll level off, we'll manually level off 360. And then we'll wait to go missed until we get to the runway threshold, which is just a mile away. And the missed approach, it looks like it's going to be climb to 800 feet, and then turn right and go to, yep, so climb out 800 feet, which is not very far, it's only 500 feet. So you're just going to climb 500 more feet, and then we're going to turn right, and we're going to go direct to Delve. Standard pressure. Something I forgot. Galveston. So once we get to Wooldy, we can hit activate approach, and then that will take us right to PICIP. Now that will throw off a VNAV for sure. PICIP. We need to be at Omaha 2000. supposed to be. Minutes in. 1,040 pounds. You can see we're going to be 37 minutes in, so we're 12 minutes ahead of schedule. Well, I mean, flight planning had us in at ground speed at 156. We've been doing about 200 on the ground speed, so we're way ahead. We're going to be at 38. We're going to be 11 minutes ahead of schedule. And we'll see where we are on fuel. So we know we're plus 11 on the time. Minus 11. Well, we're plus 11. We're ahead of schedule. And then we're 1040 on the fuel. So see how much fuel we've actually used here in a minute. All right, we've used 28 gallons. 28 times 6. About 170 pounds. So just say we're at 1210, 170. Yeah. Gee whiz. That's 1040 right there. That's pretty darn good. We're supposed to be at 1040. Let's see. Airspeed's about 238, even after we trimmed, or leaned, excuse me, after we leaned. We didn't lean a peak, guys. We did lean a peak. Didn't give up much true airspeed. Got a minute to go. Double check. Alright, we're at 1030 on the pounds. 1033. Man, that's accurate. So we computed it from here. We just rounded up to 30 gallons used, multiplied by 6. That's 180 pounds. And so subtracted 1210. So 180, 1210 minus 180 gives us 1030. So 1,030 pounds remaining fuel. And bingo, 1030 32. Love this EDM 760. Man, it's power pack. Let's put it back to all so we can cycle through everything. Alright, let's go ahead and let's see, are we good up on our, need to be going 271 on our track. Alright, let's go left to right and let's just see what we got going on here. PW's on, I'm going to stay on for the duration of the flight. Okay, everything's looking good. 17 degrees, we're freezing. We're popsicle. Are you live over there, Buster? Why didn't you tell me? We need like a little alarm. Ding! Just like cabin temp. Ding. It's a tough one. Strobe, beacon, nav, all good. Taxi landing lights off, fine. Heaters are on. In here, pressure, cabin pressure is looking good. 20,000 feet. Fully leaned out. Props at 24. Power set to 30. We're looking good. Temperature's creeping back up. Tip tanks are fine. So remember that tip tanks hold 30 ounce. We're not quite there yet. Let's wait until we get. So I mean, we've used about 30 out of the main tanks. So let's wait until we get down to where we've used 40, and then we'll empty the tip tanks into the main. Not sure if that's the right process or procedure, but we'll do it anyway.
You know what? I'm tempted to just scrap this and go with this. Because I would love to fly like that. It just makes so much more sense.
And then I could put COM2s in here. Oh, and here's our VLOC. Interesting. COM2 is 21.5, so that's good. And our VLOC, let's see what we got. Yeah, we do. I kind of like this view. Obviously, it's more information. Using the flight plan down here. I haven't used the 430 along with the GNS 530, but I kind of like the idea of leaving this on flight plan down here and having a map up here. Then I got nearest. I got a whole bunch of things I can do. Such a small screen. It's only giving me 4 waypoints. Proc here, it shows you if you've had any loaded procedures here, which I like. So you can see you got the RNAV 1.8 already loaded in. But hit it here, you don't get that feedback. I guess you could go direct as well here too. Go ahead and check out a VOR. Lake Charles. Here we go. 3.4. Now. We should easily see Lake Charles. I wonder if we have to reloc. Ta-da! Crisis averted. That's interesting. So you keep it on VLOC down here to get that, to get it tuned in right. Makes sense. Let's get a fix on Lake Charles. Okay. Lake Charles probably 1.2. Well, 1.5. Probably 1.5. Waivers. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so that's going to be, that thing's going to go this way. Nope, wrong way. Yeah, so this is going to be going off. And we just have to continually catch up with it. Yeah, we'll set it to where we'll be due south. Due south of the radial. And that makes sense, because if we're flying from it, it'll be off our right side. If we're going in this general direction, if we were to make a right-hand turn, you would see that we, in order to catch this, we'd have to go left. But if we put the 1.8 down at the bottom, the radial that we want to intercept at the bottom, it should shift. There we go. This will tell us when we cross the 180 radial on Lake Charles. Alright, we're learning. I like having a dual one. You're in agreement, Buster. You're in agreement. Took us a long time. But that's why we have these longer flights. Gives us a shot to look at things. There's no way I'm going to the GTN 750. No way. I mean, if we were to fly, if we were to rent an airplane, chances are it's not going to have a GTN 750. It's going to have one of these, particularly where we are. It's definitely going to have a GNS 530 or 430. Yeah, it's not going to have a touchscreen. For sure. And if the off chance one day we could actually purchase an airplane, I know. How ridiculous does that sound? We probably would only be, we would love to have a GNS 530 or in the airplane. Yep, that would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. Maybe we ought to set our sights higher though, Buster, huh? So anyway, yeah, no secret, Buster and I fly for Express Air on the virtual airlines. Very small little airlines, got about 12 pilots now registered. Fly the turboprop, the Caravan, the black square analog Caravan, which we're going to start doing. Because I am in love with this black square analog steam gauge. Like just the whole premise of it, study level, everything's just phenomenal. Hats off to you guys. I'm going to definitely be flying the Caravan more, and we're going to do, I think Express Air has both passenger and cargo, and there is a livery for each on the black square analog Caravan. And they have a ton of flights, mainly out west. There's also Hawaii. There's Alaska. All you can take with the black square of the Caravan. And then there's, of course, then you got your usuals. Your Airbus 320. Airbus 310. Got some long haul flights from the Airbus 310. But I think we're gonna do some flights with the Caravan. Yeah, so kind of like our day job with the virtual airline. We're not flying this beauty. We're gonna do some Caravan flights. That'll be fun. We'll kind of intersperse it with these. Kind of break it up for us a little bit. Build in the drama for this series too. I'll give it to you all at once. Went ahead and got the JD's checklist for the analog Caravan. Went ahead and looked at V1 simulations. Kind of his, I think he had like close to a 2.5 hour flight. Kind of 3 different type of segment type flight on the Caravan. And of course, the technical overviews that just flight puts out on the Caravan is fantastic. So yeah, we'll be up to speed. We're going to be doing some Caravan flights. It's kind of a natural progression, right? We went from the Seminole to the Baron here, much more complex turbocharger, into then a Caravan, which I don't know whether that's going to be a step up or a step back, but it is a turbine, turboprop, and so building hours in a turboprop is, yeah. Even though it's probably much slower, which is quite interesting. I just don't think the speeds are going to be even close to this. I don't think the climb's going to be like this. It's just obviously the PT6. If we had 2 PT6 like the, like a King Air, right? Which I think that would be the progression after the Caravan. I wish Express Air had King Air. Maybe they should have King Air for the passenger part instead of the, I don't know. Anyway, maybe we can talk them into creating some flights for the King Air Buster, because we have the analog that King Air as well. We haven't flown in a long time. But, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and see. Lake Charles, right? Did we pass? Oh yeah, we passed 180 a long time ago. We're already on almost 2-1. Yeah, look at that. How far away are we from 15.4? 30 miles away. Remember, we need 60 to get in. Let's see. How far is it to the UH? It'd be kind of nice to be at 2,000 at PICIP, but I'm not thinking that that's gonna work. See a DME. I see a DME. So of course the 27. Yeah. That is. Oh, the message now pops down here. Did set the course to 27. I wonder if that's from this. Or if we put this to 27 at the Lake when it does go up. That's a bunch of crap. I don't want to take 27 from Lake Charles. Why would we do that? It's obviously a bug. So from SBI to the other thing too that we don't get the cumulative. Yeah. See the cumulative? SBI to is 50 miles. So 10 miles for SBI. We should probably do our descent. We need 60 miles. That's if we're going straight to the airport. Or not, because we'll be leveling off prior to that. Oh, 50, 60. ATC. We could always put Bolos back in if we need to, but let's go ahead and knock off Bolos, and then we can set our VNAV up. Look, VNAV is not down here on the 430. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and knock off Bolos. Straight. Okay, let's go ahead and push this down to 2,000. Dial back our power. 25. Let's go ahead and do a descent checklist. Let's go ahead and pull down the altimeter really quick. Yep, that hasn't changed. So remember, 3001, once we get below 18, flight level 180. Fuel quantities we've checked out well. SBI. Let's do a quick time and fuel check. Okay, Sierra Bravo India. We're supposed to be an hour and 21 in. We're an hour in. We'll be an hour and 2 minutes. So we're 18 minutes ahead of schedule. We're supposed to be at 961 pounds. 250 burn. So we've used 45 already. So it's 270 on the burn. 270 on the burn. We were supposed to be at 250 on the burn, so used up a little bit more fuel than flight planning has allowed, right? 954 and one at 961. Burned a little bit more, no biggie. Alright, let's go to standard pressure. We're below flight level 180, or excuse me, our local. 3001. Be important since we're shooting an RNAV. 80 degrees in the cabin already. Close it off. See, we're going direct. It's going to take us 12. Vertical speed required to be 4 miles in front, right? 4 miles in front of the pattern. PICIP. I like the cumulative. I'm not lying. Prop, we can see what we dialed in. 180. Alright. 239. Okay, cabin. Let's get our guy down to sea level. Let's see where we're going. Sorry, guys. Sea level. Rate selector still at 10 o'clock. We're good. Okay, let's do our descent checklist. Cow flaps. Yep, they're closed. Anti-ice. Don't need it. Just keep on the pitot heat, even though we are definitely below freezing. Do booster pumps. descent checklist is complete. Not quite in the amber. Fuel flow is a paltry 12 gallons per hour. This is where we're going to really make it up. Horsepower, look at that horsepower. Engine instruments are all good. Pressurization is fine. Give us a little more heat. Alright, fuel selector's on, we're good. What time is it? 39 after, so we're not going to have probably another MEDAR update. Yeah, the last one was at 52. Yeah, we might get another update. Let's go ahead and start transferring tip tanks. Probably should have done that a long time ago. We'll have to cut that off once we, it's probably not a good idea to do that descent. Tell you what, we'll do it on the next flight. We'll keep them in the tip tanks right now. We'll have plenty of fuel to get to Austin from Galveston without having to refuel, and then we'll do it. We will refuel in Austin. I just don't feel comfortable doing the tip tanks transfer and fuel boost pumps when that should only be done at cruise, in my opinion. We are in descent. 11,000 feet, 1,000. Buster, you okay? Okay. All right, flight planning says we're supposed to be on the ground. But we've been running 10-15 minutes ahead of schedule. About 25 after, I would say. Maybe even 20 after. 21 after. 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get in our landing lights. And 258. We're inbound to our initial approach fix. 7 miles to the northeast. Let's get Galveston going. 575, let's just confirm. 575. Galveston traffic, Baron 712 Bravo Mike is 25 miles to the northeast, inbound for the RNAV 18, Galveston. Temperature, so we're looking good. Landing lights are on. Alright, let's go ahead and look. Coming in on 6,000 feet. Squarely in the amber now. So, let's see performance. Speed has really picked up as we've gotten lower, our indicated airspeed. Oh, look at the ships out there. Looking forward to this one, guys. Galveston, scenery that we've downloaded from freeware. From PICIP.to. Looked awesome. I have no idea. I ended up pressing this button and like it's distracting me. I meant to press this, but somehow, whatever. I know, Buster, stop your complaining. Alright, Galveston should be right over there. Amongst my pointy buildings because I don't have my graphics dialed in. The next flight, guys, I'll dial in the graphics better. Let's go to 2,500 feet. Actually, let's go to 2,000. Galveston traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike is 15 miles to the northeast, inbound for the RNAV 18, Galveston. And we'll make a call once we get ourselves established, Buster. Alright, landing lights are on. Everything is on the way we want it. Heat heat's on. It's good. How are we doing? 70 knock off the heater now. Pressurization is fine. We're almost back to zero differential. Yeah, we're at our target. So that worked out good. So what's our next target? It's going to be 1600, no, 1800. Remember, it's going to be LP, not LPV. And it's going to be 350. And for our purposes, it's going to be 360, and we're going to put in a 600 foot per minute descent. Let's leave this on. Alright, for intercept, lane lights on, altimeter's on, prop sync is now off. Mixture is full rich. Let's go. Props full. Here we go. Begin our turn. Let's go ahead and arm it. Let's go down. Let's go ahead and set it to 600. Spiky little buildings. Oh, we do have V. Plus V, so we have vertical guidance. Well, now that's cool. There we go. Light path just showed up, so let's go ahead and arm. So we have a plus V. That still means, though, we still have a minimum descent altitude of 360. Galveston traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike is established on the RNAV for runway 18, 10 miles from the threshold. Galveston. Okay. Set that. Dot difference. Here we go. Let's go ahead and approach flaps. Fuel booster pumps are now on low. Let's get the fuel booster pumps on. Props are full or high. Mixture is rich. Anti-ice, good. 68 degrees, everything's off. We're good. We're at 120. I want to put in a little bit more power. We're about ready to intercept the glide path for vertical guidance only. Still waiting to catch. All right, we catch. We caught. Putting gear down. We got 3 green. We are now descending on glide path. Minimum descent altitude will be 360 for us here, 350 above the ground. Missed approach, we're going to climb to 800 feet, which is only 500 feet, and then we're going to make a right-hand turn, still climbing to 3,000. 3,000's in the box. Galveston traffic, Baron at 2 Bravo Mike, short final for runway 18 on the RNAV. Galveston. Up. We're gonna have to go. Couldn't make that one. Galveston traffic. Baron at 2 Bravo Mike has vacated runway 18. Galveston. Alright, let's go ahead and go left and right. Pitot heat. Off. Strobe off. Taxi light on. We should have done that earlier. Fuel pumps off. Lean for taxi. Let's go ahead and cowl flaps open. Flaps up. We're good. Let's go ahead and see where we're going. go over here. Galveston traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, taxiing to the terminal FBO via Alpha Bravo Charlie, crossing 32 at Alpha, Galveston. All right. We land on the fuel 905. Not making this up. Galveston traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, crossing runway 32 at Alpha, Galveston. Galveston traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike, clear runway 32. Galveston. Very glitchy. Go ahead and kill the taxi lights. Don't think I need them. Oh, look what we have here. Some military helicopters, some oil rig helicopters. It's my best guess. Cool Blackhawks. What is that? What is that? These little Blackhawks. Wow. Wow. Pretty cool. Very nice. We'll park next to look at these guys. What in the world are those pyramids doing? I mean, is that for real? Galveston has those pyramids. Alright, let's go down there. I know we're using up fuel. But then the guys just were like, hey, where's he going? Oh, there's a fuel truck down there anyway. I want to check out these pyramids. interesting. Let me do something here. Bear with me, guys. Midstream, but anyway, we tried. Yeah, we've been having some issues. We definitely want to put flight performance over graphics. And man, we are getting some glitching. We're getting like glitch. Frames are still holding at 60. Every now and then though it goes down to 52. Close we can get it. Not that close. Buster. How about that? Just trying to be efficient. Alright, we've done enough fuel wasting. Okay, parking brakes on. Let's go ahead and get our avionics off. Rattles at 1,000. Elevator trim, fuel boost pumps are now off. Mixtures. Cut it. Let's go ahead and go off. Off. Good. Differential pressure is 0. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we've killed all of those, which is good. Sub-panel switches. Oh, these are good. They're off. Perfect. Alternators. And then lastly, the battery. Good. Alright. That is a wrap. Guys, it's been a blast. Thank you for joining us to Galveston. Next up will be Austin, Hook 'em Horns, and we're looking forward to that one. We do have an airport for that, and another download from flightsim.to, Austin Executive, that we'll be going into. And no need to refuel. we'll have plenty of fuel. What do we leave off here? 903. That's good. Let's call it 900. Awesome. So basically we burned 312 pounds coming here to Galveston. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So anyway, guys, it's been a blast. I hope you guys have had a good time and enjoy this little look of Galveston. I have no idea what the pyramids are there for. Looks like an embassy suites over there. Anyway, guys. Anyway, until next time. Clear skies, warm tailwinds.